Russian terrorists launched 8 cruise and ballistic missiles as well as 20 drones at Zaporizhzhia. There are casualties, and infrastructure, private homes and apartment buildings have been damaged. An entire entrance of a dormitory on the right bank of the city has been destroyed. Search and rescue operations are ongoing there. Our correspondent Olena Kapchuk is working at the site of the strike. She is with us live. Olena, how many people might still be under the rubble? And has the number of casualties increased?
Marina, right now, just behind me is the dormitory building that has unfortunately suffered the most significant destruction. It has just become known that there may possibly be 2 people trapped underneath the rubble. Rescuers have already brought in heavy equipment to the scene. Search operations are still ongoing, and everyone here is very tense and anxious because they are listening intently for any knocks, any signals, or any sounds at all that might come from the site of the collapse. At this time, it is known that there are 13 injured, including 6 children. People continue to seek help among the victims. Lacerations, concussions, and acute stress reactions, and as the local residents themselves say, this dormitory was just an ordinary, everyday place to live, meaning it wasn't empty. Regular people, families, and individuals lived there. Then, the Russians struck the entrance directly. Let's listen to what the locals have to say about that night, and about those who lived in this dormitory.
Well, I was sitting in the hallway.
I just grabbed a stool, crossed the threshold into the hallway, and then it hit.
Ordinary people lived there, and there was even a small little shop in the area. If you could see it there, though now, probably not anymore. A lot of ordinary people, just regular folks, lived there.
They're still counting the number of damaged buildings right now. We're just here on the spot now, and at the front, everything around is shattered, just no windows left at all. People are just throwing out whatever glass is left. And that's why there's information that even the apartment blocks are destroyed, and there is destruction in the private sector as well. At the site of the strike, right now, not far from this dormitory, a relief center has been set up, where representatives of the City Council and the State Emergency Service are currently providing valuable assistance, including much-needed psychological support, because the local residents are in a very difficult and challenging emotional state, and as a result, they are turning there for help. We are keeping our finger on the pulse, so to speak, to continue monitoring the situation.
Thank you, Olena. We look forward to more updates from you in the next broadcasts. Olena Kaptiuk from Zaporizhzhia, which the enemy heavily shelled last night, destroying an entire section of a dormitory. 13 people were injured, 6 of them children. They are children. In the Dnipropetrovsk region, air defenders shot down 22 drones. This was reported by the Air Command East. There was a hit by a Russian missile. The enemy attacked an enterprise in Dnipro. There are no casualties. The occupiers also sent drones to the Sinelnikivsky and Nikopol districts. Infrastructure and private houses were damaged. And in the Kiev region, the aftermath of the Russian drone attack was dealt with. In Borispil, a fire in a 2-story private house was extinguished. The owner of the house is in the hospital. The woman sustained multiple injuries, according to the State Emergency Service. However, windows were blown out in several apartment buildings and private houses. Several cars onto which debris from downed drones fell were extinguished by a volunteer fire brigade. The targets of Russian missiles and drones were once again Ukraine's energy infrastructure. Emergency power outages were introduced in most regions. As soon as it is safe, rescuers and repair crews will begin eliminating the consequences of the attack and restoring services. This was reported by the Ministry of Energy. Drones attacked Moscow and its suburbs last night. Due to the UAV attack, all local airports were closed. Moscow authorities report destruction as a result of their own air defense operations. This is already the 4th attack on the Russian capital in the past week. Today, explosions were also heard in Volgograd, Kaluga, Saratov, and Yaroslavl.